Silvana Laudoni from CIAPE, the Italian Center for Permanent Learning based in Rome. Today I'm going to present you the open educational resource concerning the application of design-led innovation approach to the advanced textile sector, exploring design, creative, critical and art thinking methods. Technical textiles is a rapidly developing sector, change being brought to the textile design profession by new smart materials, for example phase change, shape memory, and nanomaterials, requires that designers think in a new ways, embracing dynamic capabilities and building on the value of interdisciplinary collaboration to develop innovative design. Design is an important strategic business resource, helping companies to innovate, differentiate, and compete in the global marketplace. In the technical textiles industry, designs are mainly to accomplish with the product functional aspects in different kinds of sectors, as for example automotive, construction, well-being. Through this OER, we are going to make you understand the basic principles of design-led innovation and how to use design, creative, critical, and art-thinking approaches to generate ideas and unlock innovation in order to create a new design or a novel product able to succeed into the market. Design-driven innovation is a strategy that aims to radically change the emotional and symbolic futures of products or services through a deeper understanding of broader changes in society, culture, and technology. The potential for thinking as a designer, referred to design thinking, is being recognized as a process to generate new solutions. Design-led innovation builds on this theory to internally aligning the solution with the company's strategy, resources, and brand. Critical, creative, and art thinking can work together to create innovation in the design thinking process, acting from different perspectives. Design thinking is a 5-stages process used to solve complex problems and generate innovative solutions. These stages are not always sequential. Following the findings, the different steps can be reiterated or run in parallel. The 5 stages of the design thinking process are emphasize, gaining insights into users' needs through researches, define problems and creating personas to maintain a human-centered vision, ideate innovative solutions for the identified problems, develop a prototype of the new product to investigate the generated ideas, test the prototype with the end users using the result to redefine problems and find alternative solutions. In this slide, we can observe the Brown's method, which comprises 3 core steps: inspiration, ideation, and implementation. The inspiration steps considers together the problems that must be solved and market opportunities. Ideation is the process of generating, developing, and testing ideas. The implementation phase focuses on the realization of the idea by making the product, services, or solution ready for marketability. There exist different design thinking models. Here we will present the one adopted by HP High Schools as an example. In this model, for each of the proposed steps are indicated goals, methodology that can be used, the inputs needed to pursue the specific goals, and the outputs produced. We can distinguish 3 different models in the framework of design thinking approach. Creative problem solving, based on the identification of large number of possible solutions to meet the user's needs in order to identify the most effective one. Sprint execution, focused on launching of a new product into the market that will be subject to improvement after analyzing the consumer's reactions. Creative confidence, directly focused on the involvement of people to create confidence in the innovation process. Innovation of meanings, based on corporate vision and products values redefinition. Innovation with design thinking demands critical thinking to understand the assumptions that frame our ideas and shape our design. The main steps of the critical thinking process are knowledge, take information of facts and principles, understanding, comprehend evidences, trends, and significance, application, explore the ideas using them in new ways, analysis, examines the reasons for theories, findings, relationship between the different sources, evaluation, assess the worth of an idea in terms of relevance of the identified needs, creation, give birth to new perspective or new original products. Critical thinking is a part of every stage of the design thinking process. On the other hand, critical thinking requires some form of creativity. Critical and creative thinking cannot be separated or distinguished using any formal criteria. Creative thinking is the thinking we do when generating ideas. Critical thinking is the thinking we do when judging ideas. Creative ideas don't just pop up in your head. There exist some techniques that can be used to come up with creative solutions that are also useful for stimulating critical thinking. For instance, the affinity diagram is a technique that makes it easier to detect patterns and connections among the information gathered by grouping the infos based on themes. The Scamper is a technique that stands for 7 thinking approaches to be analyzed in relation to a data problem: substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put into another use, eliminate, reverse. Another creative stimulating technique is the mood board, a collection of images, font, icons, colors used for representative purposes. The 6 thinking hats is a method where each hat represents a different perspective to take into consideration. Now we can move to art thinking, where the focus is on the point of view of the artist, meaning the person creating new products or services, leading to more radical ideas with respect to design thinking. The two approaches are highly compatible, but art thinking takes out the more space for the unknown are not yet commercialized. There are 4 key steps for art thinking that are part of an iterative process and are repeated. Envision, explore one's own vision using the question, what if? Visualize, analyzing the constructed vision to identify problems to take to introspection of beliefs. Reconstruct, conceptualize one's unique idea, externalizing core values. Articulate, creating a prototype. There are some cognitive strategies of artists that designers can employ to develop creative ideas and innovative solutions that are used in the previous steps and are explained in this slide. Specifically, technical textile design innovation not only needs to adapt into new technologies, but also to fulfill market special needs, addressing customers' needs, performance, quality, ergonomics, and aesthetic aspects. Meanwhile, the complexity of technical textile design is in the merging of different materials in the same design, having different properties and characteristics. Technical textile design is a structured engineering creative process where one of the major challenges is the compromise of all needs, parameters, and requirements in a design that fulfill the purpose. To conclude, the ability to create a product which imbues structural, performative, functional, and aesthetic qualities assumes a design collaborative approach. We can distinguish 2 different types of innovations, incremental and radical. Design-led innovation is a method which allows to consider and evaluate new radically propositions. In the course of these slides, we proposed an approach to the design-led innovation that combines different types of methodologies, specifically design, critical, creative, and art thinking that can constitute a comprehensive strategy to innovation. So, for now we finish. Thank you for your attention.